Hello, students of Primero A de Bachillerato. Today, since we are going to be creating our own Kahoot, I thought it could be a nice idea to give you some instructions on how to create a Kahoot. Okay, it's very easy, so it's probably you can probably find out how to do it by yourselves quite quickly, but I think it's nice to explain it in both to help you to save time and in case anybody gets stuck in any of the steps. So first of all, we have to go to this Kahoot website, all right? And since most of you probably don't have an account, the first thing we have to do is to create an account. So we have to go to this sign up. Okay, sign up is when we get into some kind of website or social network for the first time, and we have to give our data. So you are a student, you go here for student, and you continue, you add whatever details it's asked you to introduce. If you don't want to give out your personal details, you can use Menéndez Pelayo as your surname, ¿ok? Bueno, os decía que si no queréis meter datos personales, pues podéis poner Menéndez Pelayo como apellidos, ¿vale? Porque, bueno, nombres se repiten mucho y tampoco estáis dando una información muy relevante. Lo que sí hay que poner un email, entonces, bueno, si no queréis ponéis vuestro email de Gmail, o si no queréis ponerlo, pues poner el de Educo Madrid. So, in any case, I have already my account, so I'm just going to log in with my email, okay? So for you, it's gonna take you 2 or 3 more minutes because you have to introduce that information. Probably they're gonna send you some kind of confirmation email or something like that. So it may take you some time, but okay, I'm going to log in. All right. Now, once you start, you're gonna have the main menu, okay, where you have like a bit of your details, some new Kahoots or some popular Kahoots. So basically in here, I'm going to explain you this. You can use it to find Kahoots that are already done. For example, most of the time I just reuse Kahoots that are already done. Here is the list with the Kahoots you have done already. Okay, maybe I can show you where I have mines. And here in reports, you have the results of the people that have played your Kahoot. So if I went there, I'm not going to be clicking on each of them because my computer is very slow. You will see like the results, for example, of the last Kahoot that you've done and all the ones that you've done previously. Anyway, what we want now is to go to this button, create. Okay, so we press here. And now we can create our own Kahoot, all right? So we have a few options in here because you can create a game. There are different kinds. One thing, this year I've not been creating many Kahoots and they've changed the menu, so it may take me a while to find out how to work out the details because the last time I did a Kahoot, the presentation was completely different, but you can do a presentation, you can, do different things, spelling, but we're just going to create a normal Kahoot. So I think the first thing that you should do is to go to settings, okay, and to give the Kahoot a title. That can be something like, I don't know, Indian culture, say, whatever. It's the description is optional, but you can say it's like it's a Kahoot made by students for other students. You don't need to write this. You don't need to write anything here. You can save it into your Kahoot, so you can save it somewhere else. Branding of on, I'm not really sure what's this. You can add a video that is going to be playing when you start to play. You can have an image. It would be nice if you use some kind of image. It's going to make it more pretty. The language should be English, okay? And visibility should be everyone, because otherwise the other students won't be able to see it. Here you can change the music, like you can stay with the typical Kahoot one, like, or you can change it to anything else. Once you enter all this information, press done, and we can start working on our questions. If anybody prefer, you can use, this is an alternative, okay? You can download a model for a spreadsheet. It's like an Excel. So you can download this. I've downloaded it before to show you, and you can put all the questions and the answers in here. This is useful when you want to do a Kahoot with many questions. In this case, it's not too big, so you can choose. Otherwise, you can just use this, and we've got several options, okay? First, here we have to introduce the question. In this case, it's like, what's the most widespread language in India? You can set a time limit. By default, it's 20 seconds, but you can give people, I don't know, 30 seconds or 60 or 10 or whatever. This is the point that you give for every question. I've never touched that. This is, maybe you want to be able to, you want people to just have one single correct answer, or you can have more than one. And finally, here you can insert an image. That is those images that you see when you have the question and the answers on the screen. So finally, in here we just write down the answers. So we can have, for example, here, I don't know, English, we can have, no, Sanskrit, I think it's with K, Punjabi, and Hindi. So in this case, I think the right answer is Hindi. So you have to choose which of the four is the correct one. So then when the other students see these questions, this is going to show on their screen, on the computer or on the mobile phone, and they are going to see this question and these four answers, and they have to choose one of them. They are not going to see, of course, which one is the correct one. It's going to show them later. And then we can add another question and another question, etc. You can make it quiz, true, false, open-ended. Let's stick to quiz this time. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe you can play with those and use different types of questions. Okay. Once we're done, we press in here, done. Keep as a draft. Okay. And so that's the Kahoot. Then if you want your the other students to be able to play, okay, what you have to do, what is that draft? I'm sorry, I'm just, okay, don't, validating Kahoot. Our question is to be completed. Well, okay. Well, never mind. It's not letting me. It's kind of not letting me play with it because I have to complete more questions. But when you have your questions, you save it, okay? And then you're gonna have it here in your Kahoots, okay? And basically, I'm just going to, before I finish, I'm going to show you how to use this for other people. Okay, so how to set up the game to be played by other students. So let's imagine we have this. So what we need to do is we have to go to play, and we have teach and self-paced learning. Pace means paso. Okay, aprender a tu propio paso. Then we have to go to assign, because this option is to have the answers on the screen in the classroom. So we have to go to assign, and then we have to give it some time. Okay, we can have the timer on or off, as that's up to you. And then when you create your Kahoot, the other students are going to be able to play your Kahoot for, I don't know, for 2-3 days a week. So when we have all finished, at some point I'm going to ask you to please set all your Kahoot quizzes to be played by the other students, and then we are going to play each other Kahoots. All right. So I hope that was clear enough. I'm more than happy to explain this again. I'm more than happy to connect with anybody who doesn't get the idea on how to create those Kahoots. I think it's very instinctive. It's not too difficult, but never mind. If anybody needs help, you can just get in contact with me. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.